Okay, this is about half an hour after I finished stream. I had an idea, um, and I'm gonna just quickly see if this will work. And if it doesn't, I will just fuck it off for the night. I will stop thinking about it, and I'll build a database myself at some point. So the idea I have is that I still need to be able to so I've got the PNGs, but I need to be able to apply specific types of metadata to those PNGs. So I'm going to see if we can do that because I need to feel like I've done something of value tonight, basically. Okay, so how do we word this specifically? We want, okay, to try and do is, I have 1012 dual masters called PNGs. What I want to be able to do with each by hand, one by one if necessary. It is necessary. Let's apply specific types of metadata to those images. I know if I go properties, I can see pixel size, etc., etc. But I need to be able to apply qualifying data to each card. For example, metadata that says, uh, for example, oopsie, um, qualifying data to each card that says, back to yukon.png, and then costs 5. Let me do that. What we're talking about is embedding custom metadata into images, which can be done in a few different ways depending on how you want to access it later. Since you're talking about structured data set, like card cost, power, and abilities, the most common approaches are using PNG text chunks. PNG files support embedding text metadata natively. You can add key value pairs, like blah 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 blah, using Pillow, which we now have installed, using separate JSON file. The metadata isn't inside the image. We need it to be inside the image. PNG supports XMP metadata, which is more standard for rich data. Standardized and widely readable. Cons more complex to implement. Python libraries like Exit can handle that. Recommendations: since this is a game card project and you want to store structured attributes per card, if you want quick embedding in each PNG, use Pillow with PNG info. Okay, how do we do PNG? Okay, no. Okay, just want to have a GUI with the card image on one side and a table on the right where I can input field um, a 2 by 10 to 10. How many data points are there on a dual masters card? Where are my cards? Resize cards? No. They are. Fuck. I was literally getting ready to just like piss off for the night, really. I wasn't really planning on coming back at all. So we've got data points on a card. The data points we have are, let's see, so we want, let's go notepad document just so I can. So the most important one is ID, which is set and code. We want name, Maiwa, Exclusive Fighter Yukon, and it costs 5. Type creature. Race. We want. Do I want race? I guess Dragonoid. 9,000 and effects. All effects. Good, yeah. And since the mana generation is always just one, we don't need rarities. So we've got mana cost 5, named race, type, effects. So I keep maybe I could put flavor text in. Flavor text. So how many data points is that specifically? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 by 8 table on the right. Mana cost, type, race, effects, power, flavor text. Actually, if we do 2 by 9, this will be split between keyword effects, i.e. double breaker, and non-keyword effects, i.e. Fuck me, where's, did I just, no, it's fine, I'm just going mad. I.e. You got this battle zone, 2 cards from your mana zone into your graveyard. Once again. So ID is DM01 76 out 110. Come. This is 5. Childless creature. Race is Dragonoid. $9,000. Flavor text is Dragonoid. Fighters retreat. I believe that a heroic fighter will become a dragon next. Card. Need to feel like I've done some value. You want a single card metadata editor GUI, the card on the left and a simple 2x9 table on the right where you can input all the fields. Nothing fancy like saving multiple cards, just to feel productive tonight GUI. We can do this for Python plus tkinter. Yep. Okay, do I have tkinter? I think I probably do. I probably installed it at some point. Notepad. Oh, right. Yeah, sure. That doesn't look like the full code. That looks like a lot more fucking code than what I've got. Oh, right. Of course. Okay, so shows the card image on the left, editable 2x9 table. Okay, we're going to save this as py test underscore GUI dot py. We're not gonna reinvent the wheel here. I was listening to music. I was enjoying that. No, I was just feeling fucking bummed. Like, okay, it closed. Why did it close? Open test GUI.py. Okay. We don't need it to be a specific card. Let's just have a bit where I can choose which card gets put in, and then I can put in the metadata, and then it will re-export with the image with a new copy of the image that has the metadata applied. Error just means Python can't find the image. Of course it can't, it's not my desktop. Instead, it's add a file picker so you can choose any PNG, then fill in metadata, and finally export a new copy with the metadata embedded. Here's a full copy example using KTinker. I wish it was called KTinker, that would just make more sense. Tkinter. Okay. Okay, so move this back. I'm seeing so comfortably. Okay, I can also upgrade the science that automatically pre-fills the data. No, we're not pre-filling because I know that shit don't work. Pre-filling does not work. Because it doesn't read the correct... Oh my god, fucking acid is real. Okay, so... DMO1 761110 name... That's... Khan 5 future Dragonoid keyword effect double breaker. This creature breaks 2 shields. You put this creature into the battle zone. 2 cards from your mana zone into your graveyard. Power 9k. Flavor text. Dragonoid fighters. Retreat. Believe. A heroic fighter will become a dragon in its next life. Right, save card with metadata to just on the desktop. Save. The card saved with metadata. Okay, so now how do I read the additional metadata off that? An update. Oh my god. Update will close it. Fuck off. Okay, so now how do I go? Where do I go to just see? Edit notepad. Yeah, okay, so the metadata is applied to it now. Okay. Yeah, sure. Fuck off. Okay, so what we need as well, can you add text wrapping for the text boxes, resize when they're at their limit? Okay, here's some iterative changes I think we need. So number 1, we need text wrapping or in the case of non-keyword effects, we need the box to be 3 times the height, so that text doesn't get lost outside the constraints of the GUI when if the text is too long. In the case of new and flavor text, it's only on those two. The rest are pretty cheap. Keyword effects, double breaker. That's easy. That's never going to be a problem. There's no any. It's only going to be those. Number 2, we need a plus symbol next to both. Actually, I think it's both keyword effects. There's some keyword effects, for example, double breaker, but some could also have blocker. So it's like, you want to be able to have the opportunity to give a card more than one. Keyword effect and non-keyword effects, just in case they have more than one keyword or non-keyword effect, which is likely sets. Okay, so pre-fills the table metadata. Okay, we don't want to touch metadata. We don't want to. Okay, what's this? It automatically pre-fills the data with a table. A metadata feeder addition would be great, because that way it tests the metadata has been applied successfully, which I did test by opening the image in Notepad, but this way it's probably cleaner. We can absolutely iterate your GUI to include all that. Here's how we can handle your 3 points. Instead of TK entry, we use TK text and multi-line fields. For most fields, a single line entry is fine. But for non-keyword effects and flavor text, we give them 3 times the height or adjustable height so long text is visible. Next to keyword effects and non-keyword, we add a plus button. Pressing plus will append another effect line or open a new dialog to enter multiple effects. For simplicity, we can comma separate the entries in the text box. Yep. Okay. That worked. Okay, so we've added text wrapping, so we'll try it again. Okay, that's pretty big. Load card PNG. So we want. Actually, first of all, let's try this one. Okay, it doesn't populate with metadata, which is strange because it should, but oh, load metadata. Okay, cool. So it has loaded the metadata specific to this card. Okay, that is strong as fuck. Okay, that's fucking excellent. If you want next iteration can be a dynamic list of effects where each keyword, non-keyword gets its own line with remove add button, so you never have to manually comma separate them. No, that's fine. We're good with that. So if we do a completely new card, let's just go with Astro Comet Dragon. So ID is DM01 S7 out of S10. Name Astro Comet Dragon. Mana cost 7 type creature. Race Armored Dragon. Keyword effect Double Breaker. Comma Attacker plus 4000. That I mean, I guess I can resize the window, but still, I'd rather, you know, that didn't exist. While attacking, it's plus 4,000. Oh, hold on. There's a plus button there. I can just add a new one. Hold on. So there's no. So there's two types of effects I've got in this game. Okay, the plus button does nothing. Oh, it just adds a fucking. Okay. Instead of it being a comma when I press plus button, and you make it so that it installs a new context box. Instead, moves the other lines down. Can we also change the non-keyword effects and flavor text boxes to be about half their current size, as these are massive. Okay, so we can make it so it inserts a new text box below the current one, automatically shift everything else down. Also shrinking non-keyword effects to make it about half the previous size. Yeah, because these are just massive. Oh, and the text is weirdly central. Oh no, it's not. It's fine. Okay, that is very strange because only 2 lines are actually active. Okay. Okay. GUI. GUI. Biancus. Oh, I shouldn't pick a card that I don't fucking know what set it's from. That's probably a stupid fucking idea, really, isn't it? So DM01 76 110 explosive fighter Yukon mana cost 5 type creature race. I'm immediately noticing a problem. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So if I leave that unfilled, does nothing happen? I guess I could just put no. Double breaker. Creature. Breaks 2 shields. And then fuzzy logic effect. You put this creature into the battle zone. Puts 2 cards from your mana zone into your graveyard. And then so semantically, this effect works as on play move mana zone to graveyard. If I can spell that right. Quantity 2. There we go. Power 9,000. So save card with metadata, just straight to the desktop. Cool. Alright, close. I like that we've got it now so they don't close, so it doesn't fucking do that. So load, oh please select load card, which is this one. Load metadata, there you go. Okay, so it works. Alright, that's pretty much all I had in mind. And that will help me semantically figure out all the other card effects. It was sort of one of those things where I wanted to make sure I did at least one fucking thing tonight before I went to bed, and like, because I didn't want to feel like I'd done nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching, I guess, weirdly. I'll just tack this onto the end of the VOD, I guess, maybe, or I'll put it up as a separate thing. I'll figure out which way to do that later. Alright, peace.